Um. Okay. All right. Hi. As you can see. Yep. Yep. Hold on. I don't want to. I really just. I really don't want to be crying on camera. What the. Oh man. I'm. Um. I legit just found this out. As you can see, Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt, uh, passed away today. Um. Which is crazy because like Terry Funk passed away yesterday, and like I didn't make a video on Terry Funk's passing because like I didn't have any experience with Terry Funk. Like I, by the time I got into wrestling, he was already like out, or at least he wasn't in any company I was watching. So like I really didn't have like I understand Terry Funk's icon status and what he did for the business, but like I didn't have a personal, you know, connection to him, so I didn't feel like I couldn't have made a video about that. But this one, just 24 hours later, oh, this one hit me hard, man. This one hit me hard. Because believe it or not, like I want to say like maybe 15, 20 minutes earlier, I was going through YouTube and my subscriptions. I found like you know how like on YouTube there's like pages of like people's community posts and whatever. Like even if it's not people you're subscribed to, it's just it'll suggest you certain community posts and whatnot. And one of them was some post saying, rip Bray Wyatt. And I was just like, is that like metaphorical? Like, is he retiring from like wrestling or something? Or like, is it just like some type of hoax? I didn't really go into it. I just kept moving because like my brain just didn't let me think that that could happen. So I just kept moving. But then I don't forgot like my brain is out of it that I didn't forgot what I was doing in order to find this out. I think I was going through YouTube like now. I was going through my YouTube and like some minutes later and no, it wasn't even that. See, I can't even get it. I'm just you gotta bear with me, man. You gotta bear with me here. This is tough. I already forgot how I found out, but I know I went to Twitter to just like to make sure. No, actually that's what it was. I was on YouTube. I was looking at the community tab stuff again, and I saw one that actually had like Triple H's like tweet about it, and I was just like, that can't be real. There's no way that's real. That's a fake tweet. And I went to Twitter, and sure enough, trending was Bray Wyatt along with the like it's like Bray Wyatt, and then it was like Bray or Terry first, now Bray or something like that, and I was just floored, and like it hit me like real harder than I expected, because like it was just like last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, that some of the wrestling news sites and journalists, like were reporting that Bray was nearing a return. That creative plans were being put in place for his return after he was battling a life-threatening illness. That's why he's been off TV since like before Mania, because he was supposed to be at Mania to fight Lashley, and then that just didn't happen because he went down with this illness. And I saw the reports. Okay, he's coming back for a return. All right, yeah. And I like early. It's crazy how the world works, man. Like an hour maybe 2 hours ago, I booted up WWE 2K23 again for the first time in like months, and I was like sorting through all the DLC and stuff that I'd missed. I was like going through universe mode. I created a faction consisting of like Bray, Joe Gacy, Uncle Howdy, Karrion Kross, and I was just like, all right, that would actually be something cool if they could do when he comes back. And lo and behold, he's no longer with us, and it's just. I'll tell you right now, if I go back and I watch that return promo he had, I'm going to lose. I'm going to cry. Like I'm going to break down. Like I'm getting teary eyed every so often making this video, just because like Bray as, how can I put this? As someone who is like a creative mind, right? Like often just have creative ideas flowing through my brain. Like I'm an aspiring writer, an aspiring screenwriter. I have like some scripts, in progress that I'm working on and whatnot, and I'm always coming up with new ones, new ideas of new stories to tell and stuff like that. And Bray is just like a super creative person, and I feel like I connected with him on a certain level there, and like his WWE run, just didn't get. Like after the original Wyatt family, we know that like his career just he didn't have the right creative, and then obviously the Fiend was amazing, but even that ran its course with bad creative. And when he came back, there was like this big promise. All right, man, like now he can do this over again, and he really only did the LA Knight feud. Like his return is one of the greatest returns I've ever seen in my life. Like there's video on. I recorded my reaction to it, and I lost my mind when he returned at Extreme Rules, and it's just because like he's such a creative genius, and I've always thought that maybe like his genre of storytelling and creativity, maybe it just didn't fit wrestling. I heard he was like making a movie with someone. I forgot who it was. It wasn't like Rob Zombie or something. It was like somebody else who's making a movie. And I always thought, man, get this guy in Hollywood. Let him make some movies. And I was just waiting, man. I'm like, all right, let's see if Bray can come back and get some great creative and tell some interesting, good stories, and to really show what he has to offer to the world of wrestling. And now he's gone, man, and it hurts even more. It hurts even more thinking about Brody Lee, right? Like Brody Lee's death, really impacted Bray, and now they're both gone. They're both, in a better place, man. And it's just like I still can't even process. I can't imagine what like his brother Bo Dallas is going through. His wife, I think he and JoJo got married, right? Like his wife JoJo, they just had like a kid. Like I don't know, like was it like 3 years ago? It's probably 3 years ago or something like that. But like I can't imagine. And it's just sad, man. It is. Like I remember I was there. I watched live his debut on the main roster with the Wyatt family, and I was just like, I was so intrigued. I was scared a little bit. It creeped out. I was just like, this could be like to see him from that point, and then to see him when he came back, and it's just he's been one of my favorite wrestlers, like just in terms of the creativity. Like I really connected with him on that level, man. And for him to be gone so suddenly, it just I don't even. Rest in peace, Bray Windham. What rest in power, man. God. Oh man, this has not been like. I almost want to go back and watch that promo, but I know I can't. I ain't gonna be able to handle it, man. I'm not gonna be able to handle it. This is a blow. Like deaths in wrestling, like it happens, man. Like if you're a wrestling fan, if you've been a wrestling fan for an extended period of time, you've seen your fair share of wrestling deaths of like your favorite wrestlers and whatnot, But this one, like I feel like I haven't had one that really hit me like this in a while, if at all. Like even Brody Lee, like hit me a little bit. It was more like shock than anything. But like this one, like legit has me crying. And I'm not really used to that, but it's happening right now. It's happening right now. So yeah, rest in peace, Wyndham. I hope you have your peace, man. Man.